there's some discussion now that this truck embargo, this truck convoy, may disturb the Super Bowl because there's some talk about that the American truckers, the independent truckers of America, may go clog up some of the big cities this weekend.
I heard that same thing. Washington, D.C.
Look, they're not going to stop the Super Bowl.
Nah. Inglewood always up to no good.
Well, first off, that's the wrong neighborhood to be in a truck.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Rodney King to show. Rodney King, that was the wrong place to be in a truck.
Ask, oh, God, what was it?
Reginald
Denny. Yeah. Man.
Wrong place to be in a truck.
He got pulled. Yes, sir. So, but, I think it'll go on. And
what is the best part of this game to me?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Prop betting.
But no.
Okay,
because I'm a college kid of the late 80s and early 90s.
Right.
I mean, I have not since the last time I looked this forward to a Super Bowl was when it was in Miami in the middle of the rain.
Oh, Colts and Bears.
And I got to see Prince perform Purple Rain in the rain in Miami.
In the rain.
All electrical guitars, everything. Prince didn't care. He was out there having a good time.
Yeah.
Considered
Manning got him.
Considered the best halftime show in the history of the Super Bowl.
Was it?
Prince's halftime show.
You mean it wasn't the Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson?
That's the one I thought was the best.
Come on now.
But
Wardrobe malfunction.
But Prince is considered the best halftime show.
Okay.
This halftime show.
I don't care about halftime shows.
This halftime show is going to have Dr. Dre.
Great. Eminem.
Snoop Dogg.
Eminem.
Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how many words we're actually going to hear and how much beeping is going to happen.
For real. I mean, Kanye West, right?
Kanye. I mean, I have the Chronic album.
Yeah.
I have Doggy Style. Okay?
Yeah.
I have Easy Does It. I have albums by...
Hey, Easy won't be there.
I
don't know if you know that.
But I have CDs by NWA.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay?
Greatest ever.
I have some Eminem CDs.
Yep, I know.
There's not a whole lot of TV appropriate on those CDs.
The clean versions? Yeah, man.
I don't see Gin and Juice making an appearance.
I feel like this is like the rap for me and your age type people.
It is.
You know?
It is.
They bring it.
But I'm not
seeing. New age.
I'm not hearing Gin and Juice Saturday. I don't believe. Sunday. I don't believe.
Nope, maybe not.
Hey,
you might hear some.
Don't with Dre.
Marshall Mathers.
Yeah. Don't with Dre. I don't believe I'm hearing that.
I forgot about Dre.
Yeah, I don't believe I'm hearing that either.
Yeah. Well.
So, no, tongue-in-cheek, the halftime show is useless.
I
really
never watch it.
I do watch it because, I'm watching it this year because it's Dre and Snoop.
Sure.
Because it's, like I said, I was a college kid then. And I watched Prince because I'm a huge Prince fan.
Right.
But,
last year.
Who was last year?
The Weeknd, I think, and they were doing a bunch of whiteface.
No, it's always on the weekend, Kevin.
Exactly.
Super Bowl's always on the weekend.
Yeah, it is. You're right. And I think the singer was, but was it The Weeknd?
Yes, it's always on the weekend.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest name in music, The Weeknd.
Well, he took the E out. They had a bunch of underwear on their face. I do remember that.
Yeah, they did.
That was I didn't know what they were singing.
They had jock straps for masks.
And I wasn't even offended that they were doing whiteface.
Here's the problem I have with the halftime show, and it has nothing to do with the singing or any of that.
Right.
It's that it disrupts the flow
of the game. Yeah.
No, it doesn't disrupt the flow of the game. It disrupts the flow of what football players are used to.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay? They have a 10 or 12 minute.
It's usually about 15. It's between 12 and 15 minutes.
And now it's
30, 35, sometimes 40.
So it's not like any other game.
You get cold again. It's almost like the game's restarting in the second half.
Yeah, and then you got a bunch of smoke in the air when
it's
as soon as they start the game, the third quarter. Now you can barely see it because of all the fireworks.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they need they got to do warm ups again. I mean,
and it's
stretching.
It's worse in a dome.
Yeah,
than it is in an open air stadium.
It's kind of a half and half, isn't it?
At least the smoke gets out of an open air stadium eventually. Well, you go to the New Orleans Superdome.
This one is kind of like that.
You go to the New Orleans Superdome. It's the only Super Bowl I've ever been to in my life. I've been to one Super Bowl.
All right.
New Orleans Superdome. They did all the pyrotechnics. It was that fog hung in the Superdome the rest of the time.
Wow. Hey, at least the power didn't go out.
Well, that's a good point.
The Ravens in 08 Super Bowl.
But that's my
or
problem.
2012.
My problem with the halftime show is it's 30, 35 minutes, and it just disrupts the flow of what players are used to.
Exactly.
And the one thing you hear about NFL players is they have
routine. Routine.
That's
right.
Then for the biggest game of the year to decide the champion of the league, routine, 45-minute halftime show.
Yeah. Well, Joe Burrow's routine is cigars, ain't it? That's a routine for him. So.
I just don't understand.
He might have one in the halftime.
The halftime show.
He'll have long enough to smoke one.
I know why they do it, because it's sponsored, and a lot of people watch the game. There are people that watch the game
for that,
and then there are people that watch it just for the commercials.
And commercials.
The halftime show.
I had a girlfriend my ex.
Right.
She didn't care nothing. It was shut up when those commercials were on, and I mean, it was we can't go to sports bars because you couldn't hear the commercials.
You know when the commercials lost their appeal to me. And I loved Super Bowl commercials.
Well, after the Bud Light Frogs?
No. But there were advertising execs, whether they made it or not, whether the commercial accomplished what it was doing or not.
Right.
There was thought and a lot of process put into these commercials.
Yeah.
And then you had to wait for the Super Bowl to see them.
That's right. Now are they sneak previewing?
I've been able to watch them on YouTube for the last 8 days.
Yeah.
It's kind of anticlimactic.
But for you, because you do that to yourself. But for the rest of us,
my favorite Super Bowl commercial ever.
Okay.
2010.
Try to think of that. Go ahead. I know that was the Packers and the Steelers Super Bowl.
Betty White comes across the middle.
Okay.
The Snickers commercial.
Yeah.
That Betty White was in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Betty White was in. The guy goes, "You're out there playing like Betty White." That's not what your girlfriend said last night.
She is the girl.
That's Betty White said that. It's not what your girlfriend said last night.
Was that want to get away or not want to get away?
Snickers.
But the Snickers is
when you just don't feel like yourself.
Yeah, you're you need
a pickup.
You need right.
Betty White. When you see Betty White, you're playing like Betty White out there. That's not what your girlfriend said last night.
Honey. She was classic.
Only
one of her. Only one of her.
All right, so the game is this weekend. There is actually
a football game. Yeah.
The Rams in their home stadium.
Yes, sir.
SoFi, home stadium. Although you didn't know this, because the Los Angeles Chargers use that stadium too.
They get half the
their season ticket holders get just as many tickets available to them for the Super Bowl as Ram fans do.
Right.
So Charger fans buy those tickets and then sell them to the Bengal fans.
Sell them to Bengals.
Just like in the NFC Championship game, there was a lot of 49ers fans.
65%.
So the Bengals will have a good showing there.
Yeah. Plus, why would you not want to get the heck out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and 100%. Go to L.A.
But they'll have a good showing.
They have an 83-degree weather on the great game time. That's going to be
Vegas thinks the Rams are a 1-point favorite, really.
Yeah, with the home, I guess.
Because they're at home.
But this is
I know it's
neutral,
a Super Bowl,
neutral.
But they're at home, so a 3-point give you at home.
Yeah.
But now they think 4-point. No, but it's not neutral field. It's really not a neutral field.
Well, I know.
And here's why.
Well, the sun.
All week, for the last 10 days.
Yeah, they've been practicing.
The Bengals have been in L.A.
Yep.
In a hotel room living out of a suitcase. The Rams started doing that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because up until Wednesday of this week,
I know it.
The Rams have been at their own homes with their own families.
Yeah.
The Bengals have been living out of a suitcase for that first 7 days in a hotel. The Rams didn't check into their team hotel until Wednesday.
I didn't think the Bengals got in.
That helped. Oh, yeah, the Bengals have been there 10 days. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, because they were just doing their I watched their little thing at the celebration at the stadium when they were doing the pep rally, and that was Monday or Tuesday night of this week.
I thought they flew
out. That was live
Sunday.
on NFL Network.
I thought they flew out last Saturday.
But
they've been in L.A. But
I know what your point though is. Yeah,
but L.A.'s been sleeping in their own beds.
Yeah, sure has. And for the older players, I think that really matters.
And I mean, the Bengals have been there Saturday, Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
At the latest.
Yeah, exactly.
So they've been there a week sleeping in a hotel room.
Yeah.
They've been there a week dealing with fans that want to find out where they're at to make phone calls to the rooms and everything. They've been dealing with a week for people wanting autographs and everything.
Yeah.
Whereas
does anybody care in L.A.?
The Rams fans, Bengal fans would care that they're out there already.
Yeah, the Bengals would. But
Rams have been sleeping in their own beds.
Yeah.
Routine. And so it is a little advantage to the Rams.
I'm on.
So the Rams are a 4-point favorite.
I'm on the Rams, yes.
I'm not going anywhere near the point spread on this game
No.
Because the over-under looks too good.
How about this? I'm going first half under 23. But for the game, I'm going over 48.5 for the total on the whole game.
I'm going over and over.
Over and over. I think it's a feeling out. The defense is kind of control. Hey, even to this day, Tom Brady's played in 10 Super Bowls. The dude's never thrown a first quarter touchdown. I mean, so
Joe Burrow's going to gunsling.
Even they start off slow. I mean,
Matt Stafford gunslinging.
Nah.
Over 23.
They might start off
over 23, over 48, but over 48.5. So no-brainer to me.
I love that. Yeah. Although I think the last 7 have gone under the total in the Super Bowls.
I'm gonna 6-point tease it and get it way down. I'm gonna get it down to 42.5.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I'm gonna bring it down to 42.5.
42 now, 6 touchdowns and a hook.
That's all you gotta have.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta have.
You'll get that.
So, one of the most Super Bowls people have been looking forward to.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because the Patriots and Tom Brady, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady, or just Tom Brady isn't
nowhere
involved.
To be seen. Ding dong, the witch is dead, because or I would say I don't use a word called witch for him. I sub it because that's what he is.
But this is the first one in a long time that he hadn't been and he was still in the playoffs up to the divisional playoffs. But it's the first time in a long time he wasn't in the championship games for the divisions, for the individual conferences or the Super Bowl.
I know it.
And it just looks like but it's still the old guard versus the new guard, because Matthew Stafford is considered the old guard.
Yeah.
It's a guy that finally gets his chance, gets out of Detroit, shows
first
that he's
time
actually
in the
a very good quarterback.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he is.
And Joe Burrow, comeback player of the year, Joe Burrow. Just put the Bengals in the Super Bowl, something that hadn't happened since was Boomer Esiason the last time.
He was. Icky Woods. The Icky Shuffle was going on, boy. Yeah, that was good stuff.
So he can.
Your boy Chris Collinsworth might have been in
Joe Burrow might be able to say, hey, LeBron who?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
The only team that would have been better
Cleveland.
if it had been the Browns. The Browns, because I just, but the Cincinnati Bengals good. They're good with Joe Burrow. So you getting anywhere near that point spread?
Nah, not really. I'm a winner on either way. I've got, I took the Rams before the season started. Got 13-1 on that.
And you took the Bengals at 9-1.
9-1 when the playoffs started. I mean, so hey.
So whoever wins, you win.
Yeah. I'll just. But I do like I'll go with the over. Like I said, under on the first half. Got a lot of first touchdown score. Got some prop bets.
That's what I would talk about, because that's the fun part of this game.
Yeah, exactly.
The prop bets are the fun part of the game. Now I like a prop bet that you don't like.
Okay.
Because you don't like the whole premise of it. And that's the over-under on the national anthem.
Right.
You're not a big fan of that prop bet.
I feel like you could rig it really easily. You can't rig a coin flip.
But I have a thought process
I know you
on
do.
how that works.
I know what your thought process
if they're a country singer,
oh Lord,
take the under.
Yeah.
If they're an R&B or pop music singer, take the over.
Take the over. They're going to drag it out.
They're gonna give you the oohs and ahs where they way too long, and the country singer is going to sing it as close to what they think is the proper way to sing.
I think you got to time it up with your flyover. But I don't know in a dome or this stadium do they even have a flyover?
I don't know. But California, they may not have a flyover. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the best ever. And tonight they're doing a 30 for 30 on it on ESPN. Have you seen that? Whitney's anthem.
It was the greatest.
Man, I'm telling you,
1991.
Well, 1990 season, 91 but going
Desert
through the
Storm.
Yeah, going through getting the Gulf War in there, and just amazing. So that. And she probably went over.
That was 3 or 4 years before Bobby Brown. 3 or 4 years before Bobby Brown ruined her with crack.
Well, a lot of people say she ruined him.
Yeah, whatever.
Bobby didn't touch the stuff until
whatever.
Whitney.
Bobby was a new addition. Okay, that's all you did.
Hey, what you did? My prerogative wasn't.
But that was the best. That was the best national anthem.
It was. And I could care less over under how long she did it. Perfect. Whatever it was. That's perfect.
It went over, by the way.
That one went over when she was raising that arm and dragging. Yeah.
So this year, who's singing the national anthem this year? Any ideas? I don't know. I got to look at that. I got to look at that. But that's my rule of thumb. Country singer.
Right.
Under. Rhythm and blues, R&B or pop singer, over.
Going over.
And you'll win more money than you lose that way.
Yeah.
So what about Gatorade? You got that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't particularly find it on my site. I did look orange.
I'm taking orange. That's
orange is the
orange.
8-1. That's about the favorite. But lately it's been blue. Blue is a weird color, but you can get that's been.
It was much
last year the Bucks did blue. Kansas City Chiefs did blue.
It was much easier when there was just orange and lime Gatorade. That was the only two colors.
Yeah, I like the lime.
Much easier.
Then now they got clear, in case it's water.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm probably going with red. I think I'm getting a good 12-1, 12 or 13-1 on red. Fruit punches seems to be
one
popular.
Team's wearing white, one team's wearing blue.
Don't go on the team color.
No,
you
don't
can't.
do that.
You would think orange with the Bengals.
Right, don't do it.
But here's what I try to do. I try to go and see what if they dumped it on for the championship games. So if I can find a replay of the championship game and see if that coach was downside.
They usually do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, what a team likes to drink, they're doing it for flavor.
Yeah,
so if you know somebody on the inside and say, man,
whatever Gatorade gets drank the most,
that's right.
The other one is the one that gets thrown.
Okay. Yeah, they got to have something.
There's usually two different flavors on the sideline.
Okay.
The one that gets drank the most.
Yeah.
The other one's more Gatorade, so it gets thrown in the coach.
Yeah.
So that's one prop bet. Now, who is the prop bets? Who are up for prop bets for first touchdown scored?
First touchdown score. Okay. I've got about 5.
I'm going with Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. Okay. He was one of the favorites. Him and Cooper Kupp. I got Cooper Kupp at 5-1. That's my overall favorite.
Right.
But getting like Cam Akers, 9-1. If they get it close,
I would never gamble. I would never bet on a Florida State guy. So that rules me out.
Yeah. Sony Michel, 17-1.
Never,
so if they get
never bet on
Georgia
the Georgia guy. So that rules him
out. Yeah. Now here you go. Here's Joe Mixon, 8-1. If they get down on the goal line, you got Joe Mixon.
That's not a bad bet.
Joe could break one for 20. And Joe Burrow. 29-1.
Joe will scamper in now from 3 yards out.
If they get on the goal line, watch out. He quarterback sneaks.
That's not a bad idea. 29-1.
29-1 on Joe Burrow.
$10 make $2.90.
You got it. You nailed it. Yeah.
I'm
not a big high roller like you. $5 is my range.
So what's the odds on the first score? Because I know it's either a touchdown, field goal, or safety.
Right. Well, if you get or they actually say like any other score, which I think they rule safety or a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, defensive touchdown.
Like so if it's a pick six or scoop and score.
Because usually the best odds are the safety or
that's
any
where
other
you're
touchdown.
getting it. Yeah, but it's still like only 8-1 on that. I want to say like the field goal might be the overall favorite.
What are the odds on who's the first to score? Do you
like
have
the
that
team?
prop bet? Yeah, no.
Or
what person is the first to score?
Well, that's what I was going with like Joe Burrow. Those were first touchdown scores.
But they also have one
the
first person to they have first person to score. And that way Evan McPherson gets involved, the kickers get involved and everything.
Yeah.
Because I'm always taking the kicker in that point.
Of course.
Field goal.
Yeah. That's usually the way to go.
What other prop bets you got for us?
I got Cooper Kupp getting over 107.5 yards receiving. So 107 yards. I mean that's a pedestrian day for Cooper Kupp.
I'm taking the under on that.
You take under? Okay. How about Matt Stafford over 280 yards passing?
Taking the over all day.
See, that's where I feel like I'm with those two combos. If the Rams are on fire, those two are the ones lighting it up. Okay. And if they get behind down early, they're going to have to be throwing.
You know why I would take Matthew Stafford over 280 and take Cooper under 107.5? Because I think Cooper gets right around 100 yards.
Yeah.
But Matthew Stafford's going to get 280 because, listen to what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
There's going to be a wheel route run.
Oh, yeah.
Where Cam Akers is going to get 50, 60 yards on a pass out of the backfield. Watch what I'm telling you.
Okay, I believe it.
Cam Akers is going to get a big chunk of yardage.
Oh, yeah.
After he catches the football on a wheel route that is going to catch the Bengals off guard. I just have a feeling.
I love it.
And Cam Akers can go.
He can.
In the open field, and he can get on down the road.
I watched him a lot.
So I think Joe Burrow picks up 40 or 50 yards
just on one of them.
On a pass to Cam Akers.
Plus you got your Tyler Higbee and there's a lot of weapons. A lot of weapons. Odell Beckham Jr. Coming along. So it might not be all the Cup, but hey, I like my chances. I would even go for Cup MVP.
What's Burrow's over under? Do you have that?
I didn't write that one under. I think it was 285 something. It's still under 300.
It's still under 300.
Yeah, 285. It was right around close. They were close.
I'd be interested.
285. I want to say 284.5.
Now, what running back do you have any? You got other prop bets about running back yardage or anything?
Running back yardage, no. Let's see what I did. I did a lot of exact scores. Try to, those are, you could bet $2 to win $240.
Yeah, because it's like hitting your number on the roulette table.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you do 5 or 6 of them.
Right.
If one of them comes up,
you get paid 36 to 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so
not a bad prop bet, and you almost a couple times this year you almost were dead on the money with scores.
I had the San Fran and Rams NFC Championship, so I had it 20-17 was the final. Obviously, the Rams won it, but I did have it as 20-17 49ers. $2 would have won 240 or something like that, and then I also had it where Rams it ended up being 20-17, but it was 17 all. They were driving. I had 24-17 Rams. If they put it in the end zone instead, right? Then I would have hit it dead on, and that would have paid $360 on a $2 bet, $3 bet.
All right,
it's amazing.
We got about a minute and a half to go in the season finale of What's the Line. By the way, you did a great job all year. And tell people about Facebook, because not all your picks are done on the show. You can go to Facebook, and there's more stuff on Facebook. Yeah,
I've got it's I guess a private group,
right?
On Facebook, call it Bookie Thief,
right?
We're taking that, but we're a nightmare to bookie, but not so much this year. Yeah, that's usually on the years I'm closer to 60, but this year like 51%, 52. What I finished at that. But
still a winning record.
Hey, you're putting yourself out there, and
the NFL was hard this year.
It was hard.
It was really difficult.
And the COVID, I just can't wait till all this stuff.
Yes.
Hey, and by the way, haven't you noticed that we haven't heard any of that since the playoffs started?
And you ain't heard a bit of it at the Super Bowl.
Nothing. You are not suspending Cooper Kupp.
A guy could come out, be hacking up a lung
of
of yellow mucus. He's still playing.
If his name's Joe Burrow,
he's playing.
He's playing in that game.
All right, give us.
All right.
The score that you think is going to be the score of the game.
Here you go. I'm going to go with Rams 27, Bengals 21.
So 48.
Oh, crap. You know what? I might have to.
Under.
28 Rams. I kind of had it like 31-23.
See, I got it.
31-23 Rams.
I got it 31-28.
31-28. Okay. The last second field goal or was the Bengals coming back?
Evan McPherson wins the game. 31-28. The Florida guy gets it done and helps Joe Burrow become the only quarterback to be national champ, Heisman Trophy winner, and a Super Bowl champion.
Cam Newton had a shot.
Thanks. Talk to you next week.
All right, you too.
No,
not me.
Next year.
Y'all have a good one.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Inflation is the decline of purchasing power of a given currency over time. America's inflation rose to